you need to know before you travel to Zanzibar? Is it safe? How's the weather? Is it affordable? Let's get it. I'm gonna answer all of your guys' questions. I have extra notes on everything you need, and I've got my notes on my laptop, so if I look down, that's what I'm looking at. So hi guys, I am Mwewa XO, in case you didn't know, and we're in my new home. Hi. If you haven't seen my 2 videos from the vlog there, you can watch those. I'll link them below, but otherwise let's get into it. Okay, I'm gonna talk about everything in this order, and I'm also gonna put timestamp, so if you want to jump to any topic, feel free. Okay, we're gonna start with flights. So firstly, from South Africa to Zanzibar, it was 8,000 per person. We used Kenya Airways, so we did stop in Kenya and then we went to Zanzibar. It was around 8 hours traveling time, which wasn't that bad, honestly. We were so tired, so we just slept throughout. That was more concerned about the stopover in Kenya, but that was only 2 hours. So yeah, I would recommend Kenyan Airways if you're wondering. They're pretty good, you know, standard airline, what can we say? Also, I did notice a lot of the flights land in Zanzibar at night. Like we landed at, was it 10 p.m? Around 10 p.m, and then our time to leave was at 1 a.m, and those are like the standard flights. Like the airport was full at that time, so you have to take note of that. Although it is safe to travel, take a taxi, but just know you're probably gonna arrive at night. Okay, do you need a visa? You do not need a visa if you're from South Africa. I am from Zambia. I also did not need a visa. Although for Kenya, where we stopped over, we did need to apply for an online visa. It was free though, but it prompted us to do so after booking the ticket. So if nothing comes up, then you probably don't use it. And I don't even think they used it, because when you got there, everyone went through the same line, scanned your passport, and you were inside. They didn't even ask about that online visa, although I did apply for it just in case. So if it does ask you to do so, do it. It's free and it comes out immediately. Like you put your details in, say applying for visa, put a picture, ding, done. But otherwise you do not need a visa. If you're stopping over anywhere, just check with them also if you don't need a visa, and you're all good. Cool. Next step is accommodation. Ding ding ding. We booked at the Zoe Boutique Hotel. We were supposed to book through booking.com, but we didn't book. So when we got there, we just booked directly to the manager at the hotel. So upgraded us for the same price we we're going to pay on booking.com for the standard room. So instead we got the partial sea view upstairs, so that was great. You guys saw that. Overall, accommodation is very affordable. You can find places ranging from even 500 per night going upwards, obviously depending on your standard and what you want for your hotel. Ours was 1,600 per night, and altogether for the 5 nights we paid 8,000, something like that. The math's not mathing, but you can budget like 8,000 for accommodation for 2 people and you're good. What I'd say about accommodation, that's probably the best place I've ever stayed at. In terms of the, is it the best place I've ever stayed at? No, I'm lying. The Cape Town place is the best place I've ever stayed at. Like, did you guys see that? But it was great. The facilities, the people who work there are so friendly. Oh my days. I've never met staff that friendly ever at any hotel that I can remember. Obviously was I was booking. Super friendly. They did have cats, so they have a lot of cats in Zanzibar. I don't know what that's about. But I honestly had to get over it, because what could I do, child? I couldn't scream all day. But yeah, I would say if you're booking in Zanzibar, definitely get a beachfront hotel. Definitely. You can find one for a very affordable price, and the very expensive ones. So it's not even like you have to pay a lot to stay beachfront, but do it. Like, it's beautiful. And I guess like most of the scenery of Zanzibar is on the beachfront. So if you're staying inside, you won't really get the nice views, and you always have to leave your resort to go to the beach, which is the main activity there, right? What part of the island should you stay at? Definitely stay up north. Definitely. Boy, it takes 2 hours to travel from the top of the island to the bottom of the island. So if you book a place at the bottom of the island, you're gonna have to travel all the way up every single day, 2 hours, 2 hours back. If you book an activity for 10, like, it's just a lot of admin. Stay at the top if you can. We stayed at Matemwe. I'm gonna put a map for you guys to see. We stayed in Matemwe, which is the city right below Nungwi, where most of the activities happen. That's the famous beach. Even Mnyemba Island, like, we're so close to the top activity, Mnyemba Island, that we could leave from our resorts. Our resort offered boats that could take you straight there, but we went from the main harbor, which is also in Nungwi. So yeah, just book in Nungwi if you can, anywhere above. Like from the airport to our resort was probably an hour, and you drive through, it's like mainly like a village, I think I would say, and then on the outskirts of the whole island are the hotels and the activities, and then inside there's a few forests, there's turtles. Nungwi is where the horse riding is. Like most of the activities are up north, so you might as well stay there. Bottom, they've got the Rock restaurant. If you're interested in that, you might as well just travel down for those 2 activities down, as opposed to traveling up every day for everything else. It's up to you. If you're into activities, then stay up. If you chilling, taking it easy most of the days, then you can stay anywhere on the island. Okay, now for the activities. What activities did we do? We did most of them, most of the, Zanzibar activities. Snorkeling. Boy, how do I even start to explain this? Basically, with booking activities, there are a lot of guides in Zanzibar that you meet whilst you're there who you can book through them, and you can negotiate a price with them, which is great. Although when you're walking, they'll all try to come to you and negotiate and say this much, this much. I would say negotiate because they always start very, very high. Like, you meet one person who started at $60, the other person is starting at 40. So and in rands, that's a big difference, okay, per person also. So yeah, activities, they usually book in dollars. That's the currency they use. Yeah, they book in dollars. We didn't expect that, so it ended up being a bit more expensive than we thought. Obviously, if they're charging in dollars, they're charging up from $50, $40, $60, which is $1,200 per person. So imagine every activity you're paying 1.2. By the end of the trip, we paid 10K on activities, which is crazy. Hence, you should negotiate. So yeah, we took one of the guys who came to us and approached us for snorkeling. He had a great package. It was snorkeling, to swim with the dolphins, and have a barbecue once we got back to land, and transport to the harbor. So that was great. It was $45 per person, but $90 for both of us. I don't know, he negotiated that, so I don't know what they spoke about. I think he started at $120, and then we got it to $90. Most people don't offer the barbecue at the end, so it was nice that we got that, although I got very sick. So was it really worth it? I don't know if it was the food that got me sick, or was I seasick? But getting seasick when you get home is weird. I don't know. That barbecue was nice. Also, there was lobster, best prawns, like a platter full of all seafood. If you love seafood, the seafood is great, but we'll talk about the food in a bit. So yeah, snorkeling was 800 Rand per person. Horse riding is 1,200 per person. That's on a website, so you can't negotiate that. It's just through Nungwi Horse Riding Club. We did not go horse riding, as you can see, and they do not refund us. So I'm still hurt, but I definitely need to go back and do it, because what do you mean swimming with horses? Then the sunset cruise. Ooh, that is a must do. Beautiful, beautiful sunset cruise. They sing for you. They give you a platter of fruits, as you guys can see. That we negotiated once again to $15 per person. It could range from 15 to 35. Because the price on the website is 35, which is obviously the max. Okay, let me explain what happened. When we were eating on the last day, the restaurant is right across from where the boats take off. So we asked to speak to the manager, and he said he knew someone who was taking, because we wanted to book through them, because we didn't know who we're gonna go with. There's literally so many people standing there. You can book with absolutely anyone. You don't know which boat you might actually get on, so rather you get a recommendation, or you can just suss the person out and see if you want what they're offering. But it's quite long. I don't know, was it like an hour maybe? I think it is an hour sunset cruise. They take you through the whole of Nungwi. That's when you realize that you have to stay in Nungwi, because the vibes there, the life there, it's just full of Nungwi. It's beautiful. Everyone's out on the beachfront till late. Some people don't like it because they say it's populated, but I think for me it's I want to go where it's populated because I want to see what's going on, you get to experience more of the country where most people are, because that's where they bring everything else for you guys to experience. Does that make sense? Yeah, so the snorkeling is top of the island. Horse riding, top of the island. Swimming with turtles, we didn't get to do that. Also top of the island in Nungwi. Sunset cruise, Nungwi. Also Kendwa Beach has, but Kendwa Beach is just on the other side of Nungwi, also the north of the island. Yeah, so those main tourist attractions at the north. So yeah, that's why I'd say stay north. The bikes, oh yeah, we also did the bikes. The bikes were, I think you got that for $15 or $10 for an hour. Just a random activity. If you want to do anything, they'll find it for you. That's also a thing. If you're trying to book an activity, went to this guy, he said, hey, I've got this package for snorkeling. The next day we're like, oh, do you know where we can book for the turtle? Yep, I do that too. Oh, do you know where I can book for the spa? Yep. They do it all. They do it all. But it's nice, Shame. If you find someone good, actually, I can probably put the guy's number, our tour guy's number below, because he was so nice, Shame. With the boat tour, even though he was swimming, he was like, are these people swimming or are they drowning? They will watch out for you. They genuinely care about your well-being whilst you're there. So that's amazing. Next, to go into the nightlife. We didn't really get to see the nightlife, so if you about that, I don't know. I can't really say much. Although at Nungwi, when we were doing the sunset sail, I could see there was parties going on. Was this a dream? Oh yes, it wasn't a dream. The guy who once drove us somewhere was asking, "Are you guys going out tonight?" And we're like he said it as if it's like, you know, expected, because it's like a popular thing that happens there, like a popular event they're hosting. I think it's on every Friday and Saturday, he said. And he said it's in Nungi, but we didn't end up going. We were so tired. So yeah, there is a nightlife. I'm sure it goes down, but didn't get to experience that. Transport, ding ding ding. I'm not pointing to Zanzibar because I know every country does this when they see tourists in the country, but the greediness. Oh my days. Do not book your shuttle at the airport. We booked it at the airport and I'm still mad till this day. This guy charged us $60 from the airport to the resort. We didn't get a shuttle because we hadn't yet booked accommodation. So you guys know this trip was all our trips are quite spontaneous, so there's never any time to sort things out properly. But definitely sort out your transport properly, at least from the airport. And I'm sure even at the hotel you can negotiate. But if it's a lot of you, then it's gonna be fine because it's $60. If it's 4 of you, you all split that and you're good to go. So yeah, that was $60 just 1 hour away. So imagine if you're going down to the bottom of the island, it might be like 2 hours or an hour and a half, so it might be more. But yeah, transport is where they will charge you. They will charge you and you will see life. And the reason I know he charged a lot is because going to the airport on our last day, when we were leaving, was $30. So how does one person charge 60 and one person charge 30? You know what I mean? But it's part of traveling. What can you say? You can't complain. Either you suck it up or you don't travel, you know? Oh yeah, that's an activity I was missing out, the spice tour. Yeah, we didn't do the spice tour because again they wanted to charge $60 just to get to the thing. But at that point we hadn't realized that they don't mind if you negotiate. You know what I mean? Like if you negotiate, they'll just say okay. Like it's not like they're like mad about it because they know it's a lot. Mind you, to take their public transport to the city is $5, but private they'll charge 60. So the difference is just like, wow. It's almost like for us in SA taking taxi versus a Uber, not even an Uber, versus a cab. You know those cabs are more expensive than Ubers. So yeah, that's the only issue. But like the thing is, you can't, it's hard to also negotiate because they're so nice, but they're also being so nice because they're charging you so much. You know what I mean? They're like, oh my gosh, hi, da da da. And you're thinking, wow, shucks, let me give you $60. You know, they will take care of you, they'll make sure you're at your location. One guy who we ended up using for most of the days because he was affordable, he even waited for us the whole day. He was chilling, and then after that we had to find cash. Like they're so friendly, they're willing to help you do anything. If you need to find this place, they'll try help you. Like it's just a friendly place, definitely super friendly, like way friendlier than Mozambique, way friendlier than South Africa, very friendly. Safety. Speaking about friendly, let's talk about safety. Is it safe to travel solo? It is safe to travel solo, definitely, just based on how friendly the people are. The only thing is they just want to charge you a lot. Outside of that, they're still friendly, they're still kind, they will make sure you get to your place. Like the guy who took us from the airport to our resort, even though he charged us $60, he helped us with our bags. Like they're just friendly, man. And I was too tired to even be suspicious because usually I'd be on the edge of my seat like, where's this guy taking us? So I was asleep the whole time, didn't have the energy to even be scared. Woke up and we're at the resort. I was like, great, no need to worry. So yeah, you can definitely travel solo, very safe, especially if you book accommodation with your resort. Then you can just have that specific person driving you to all your places. When you get there, they just try to sell to you if anyone's talking to you. Like they really work there. That's the only thing. They are there to work, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing, but it's a negative thing. But they are out to work and get their money that day. So it's really great to see. Compared to being in a place where they're just trying to steal from you, you know? Rather they're at work and just trying to provide you a service. It is so safe. Like you guys saw, I would put my phone at the hotel and then walk all the way down. I can't explain distance, I'm sorry. 5 kilometers, 100, I don't know. But I'd be able to put my phone, go all the way into the water, would be deep in the water, swimming in the ocean. My phone is good, like that's how safe it is. So safety, you don't even have to worry about a dang thing. Yeah, it was very quiet by a hotel. So it was quiet, people were there. If anyone was there, they were just trying to sell us something. That's literally all it is, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's really safe. The food, oh my goodness, how was the food? I'm gonna start with the fruits. Best fruits I've ever had. So sweet. They have pineapple trees everywhere. Like, boy, like the foods are amazing. Obviously, it makes sense because it's an island. Bananas. Did you guys see me eating bananas? I hate bananas. I was eating those bananas up. Like, boy. At a hotel, they give us fruits every single day in the morning. Every activity, there's fruits there. Like, it's just a nice place to be, man. 10 out of 10. The traditional food was new to me. because we did try that. He has a friend who's from Zanzibar, so he's tasted that food before. So going there, he was already excited to have more. But for me, it was still like, whoa, this is new. This is new to me, okay? It wasn't bad, it was just new. And also, I was sick. So when I'm sick, I don't like eating regardless. But otherwise, the food is amazing before I got sick. It was 10 out of 10, especially at the restaurants. The restaurant, they serve standard food like steak, lamb chops, you know, like just standard things. And then if you want to taste the actual food from Zanzibar, you probably have to go to a shop inside, which is what we did. But there was a shop right across our resort where most of the people from our resort were actually eating. So yeah, the food was good, Shane. Okay, the currency, cash making payments, how was that? So a lot of transactions, like I said, were in dollars. That's the only thing that shocked us for the activities. But yeah, it makes it a bit less affordable than you'd expect. If you're coming from South Africa, if you're coming from the USA, then boy, go off. Go off. Because, so also I would say you need to come with cash, okay? As per our experience, like just come with cash, because card payments, they barely work. You barely find card machines if you're out buying food, if you're out for paying for activities like we were. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. So rather in your country, withdraw cash, and when you get to the airport, go to the exchange thing. It's part of the airport. Exchange to their currency. Also, I realized when you go buy things and you, like, let's say you're buying souvenirs, or let's say you're paying for food, or you're asking them for a price of activities, if they give you a price in their currency, they will charge you less than in dollars. Because in their currency, they wouldn't charge that much for each other at all. Like, boy, I can't even explain the difference. So yeah, rather you come with cash in exchange to their currency, which will also make it more affordable, because when it's time to charge and you tell them, oh no, I don't have dollars, I only have their currency. Why am I forgetting their currency now? But if you tell them, no, I'm not paying in dollars, I'm paying in their currency, then they usually charge you less. Not even usually, like they would charge you less, you know. Come with cash for as much as you think like you want to spend for the whole trip, honestly. And then if you do really need to pay anything extra, then you can use your card. When you tell them, okay, can we pay the card, they're like, yo, now they have to go find one, they have to go ask the one person on the whole beachfront who has a card. Like, then that person comes to their card machine and it's not working. And then also getting cash in the area is so difficult. Like, you saw that day we went to look for cash and the one cash place was closed. I don't know what, like they only open maybe Monday to Thursday, I think it is. So yeah, to avoid all the drama, all that stuff, just come with cash, and you can obviously pay for your hotel and flights before you even get there. Yeah, the weather was amazing. It didn't rain once. The weather said it was gonna rain, so you might as well not even trust these weather apps. That happens a lot though, actually. Every time I look at the weather app when I'm going somewhere, it's wrong. And it ends up just being hot. If you go during a good season, it will most likely be hot. So just don't go during the rain season. But we went in June and I can verify that the weather was good. And it even gets hotter, like now in July, it's even hotter there. So yeah. Okay, that's everything about Zanzibar. I'll link all the booking things below. If you want to book directly, I'll link our resort below. And let me give you a summary, I guess. Summary of the trip, I am definitely going back. We need a round 2. Because this time we go wiser. We know how to negotiate. We know where to book. We know how to get good transport without paying a lot, you know. And you know how to like schedule the activities together. Some activities like the horse riding can take 1 hour. So you can schedule it with another activity in Nungwi, put those together, and you just stay for the day. Yeah, and just because it's nice, man. It's so refreshing, so relaxing, palm trees everywhere. They're still building a lot of resorts. Like, the main focus of the island is tourists. So that's why everyone who lives there is always trying to sell to you, because you're like their customer, you know. If you're not there, no one else is their customer, because their whole job is catered to tourists. But you see a lot of them in the middle of the island. Then on the around, when you're walking by the beach, that's where you see all the tourists and stuff. Usually I don't get to go back to a place I've been to, but Zanzibar, definitely would go back, and probably with a group of people this time to make it a bit different, you know. But yeah, 2 people, 1 person, a group of you, it is beautiful. And you can book on Airbnb if you want to book a house. Then you can still get beachfront ones even, and it'll be way more affordable. So yeah, I would definitely recommend. Like, that was not even on my list of countries to go to. It was so random, but what? So beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's magical. It's got the blue waters. The water is nice and inviting. It's nice and warm. So yeah, I hope this answers all your questions for Zanzibar. Let me know if you go, when you go, how it is. I would definitely recommend. Like, more like 10 out of 10. I'd keep going there over and over if I could, but obviously what the world to see, you know? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.